Hi everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at two brand new national polls that we've just got out. One from CNN, done by SSRS, and the other from Washington Post and ABC News. And both of these polls show very different results and trends. One of these polls shows that Trump is really closing in on Biden, and this is pretty much a 50-50 race, whereas the other indicates that Biden still is in a very good position to be able to win in November. So, the first poll here, this is the CNN poll. This is, so it was released Sunday, August 16th, so I'm at this one a little late, that about 24 hours, almost 24 hours after it was published, but it shows very different results. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are at 50% of the vote. Trump and Pence are at 46%. If this were to hold, if it was 50 to 46, then I believe it's pretty much a coin flip on in November. Pretty much it could go either way on election day if the national averages are 50% to 46%. And then if you compare this to some of the other polls that have been done, remember in June there was the 55-41. In May, Biden had a good lead. In April, Biden had an 11-point lead. So yeah, it's not looking as good for Biden in this CNN poll, and you can go into the crosstabs here. But if you look at approvals, the way Trump, let's just go to Trump, favorable opinion to unfavorable opinion, 43% favorable, 55% unfavorable. That's negative 12% in terms of Trump's favorability. In terms of Biden, Biden is underwater by 1 point. So 46% favorable, 47% unfavorable, and then never heard of there at 2%. No opinion also at 5%. Then you've got Mike Pence also with a negative 4% favorable, and Kamala Harris with a positive 2% favorability rating there. Uh, how important these issues will be. The economy has now surpassed the coronavirus outbreak as the most important issues in terms of your vote for president. So the economy number one, COVID number two, then healthcare policy is number three, gun policy also up there, race relations, Supreme Court, crime and safety, foreign policy, immigration, and climate change. So obviously, the economy and COVID are the two most important issues there for voters. Uh, and so then you can see how important, so that goes into detail about each of the different policy areas. Uh, how important will the following issues? So, healthcare, obviously, also important. The coronavirus, there, 47% extremely important, 20% very important. Race relations, Supreme Court, crime and safety. Okay, so this is each issue broken down issue by issue. Uh, on the economy, Trump leads Biden by 7% on the economy. COVID, Biden leads Trump there by 9%. Healthcare, Biden with a good lead there. Racial inequality, foreign policy, Biden leads in all of those areas. And then these are some characteristics. Cares about people like you, Biden leads. Honest, Biden leads. Manage the government effectively, Biden leads. Unite the country, Biden leads. Has this is one that I think is very interesting. Has the stamina and sharpness to be president. I don't think either of those people are all that good in terms of stamina and sharpness, but I guess for me, if I had to pick one of these people, I'd say Biden definitely has more stamina. So it's interesting to me to see Trump leading because he seems to fumble every single interview that he does. Clear plan, Biden is leading. Shares your values, Biden leading. Americans safe from harm, Biden's leading. And then this is, how would you rate Biden's choice of Kamala Harris? So this one's very interesting. Uh, excellent 30%, uh, pretty good 22%, fair 14%, and poor 31%. So overall 52.45. That's not great for a running mate. 52.45, and then you can see here 13%, 12%, 27% as well. So a lot of different things there, but yeah. So that is the CNN poll. Top line, Biden is leading by a pretty big amount in that CNN poll. But then when you go over, change tabs to the to the Washington Post ABC News poll, it's a very different story. Still, right now, Biden holds a 12-point lead with Trump among registered voters, 53 to 41, and a 10-point lead among likely voters, 54-44, with 2.5 months to go. You can see Biden's lead has narrowed a little bit there, but still, Biden's got a pretty big lead there in this Washington Post ABC News poll. Enthusiasm, Biden's catching up with Trump there. So yeah, candidate favorability, it goes on here, but overall you can say that two different polls showing two very different outlooks when we've got 2.5 months to go, less than 100 days out. Yeah, so just by the way, guys, this is the very first day of the Democratic National Convention there. You can see Tom Perez there. But the DNC, I will be covering all 4 days. I will get videos out to you with my takeaways on each of these different days, and then a final video takeaway. So maybe a break from the polling news while the DNC is going on. I'll try and keep up with the news there for you. So that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Good night.